Okay, it's 1 minute after. We're going to go ahead and get started. First of all, welcome everybody. Appreciate all of you. Thank you so much for hopping on. Those of you, I know there's usually thousands that view this later. They're not on with us live. Excited about all of you too. Can't wait to hear your feedback from what you're about to see tonight. I believe that we're about to give you one of the biggest answers that we've been seeking, we've been searching for. So you're going to be really excited. I want to just do a little bit of house cleaning before we get into this right now. And that is that we have people that are on our CTFO app right now. There's not thousands of you, but there's hundreds of you out there. And you've been paying $19.95 a month for it. And I just want to let you know that those have all been stopped as of today. Okay, so we will not be charging that $19.95. You don't have to do anything. Those of you that just got charged it in the last week or so, or actually for this last month, if for any reason you're like, hey, I want that money back, just call corporate 707-449-4567, and they'll give you a refund, or they'll give you a $25 product credit. Okay, so we're turning them off automatically, so you don't have to worry about ever getting charged again from us for that. But if you want a refund, you'll have to call corporate and do that. Okay, so everybody, the reason why we're doing that is because we are going to bless you like crazy tonight. You're going to love it. Before we go on, though, I want to share this with everybody out there. In my 30-something years of doing network marketing and being in this industry, I've never had a sale like this. I mean, when you talk about our mist product, literally, you guys wait till you see the campaign that's coming out about 4 seconds. Literally 4 seconds. When you take our xantho mist and our glutamist and you can mist them in your mouth, and in 4 seconds they're in the cells, the blood, on the way to the kidney, liver, and all that stuff within seconds. It's one of the greatest stories I've ever seen. With the glutamist one, even the story is: would you rather have an injection for $100+ up to $1,000 and nobody wants a needle, or mist this in your mouth? It tastes like cupcakes basically, and it's in there in 4 seconds, and really you get more of it in there, right? That's the greatest story I've ever seen. The problem is it does nobody any good if they don't know about it. That's the key. That's the key. They've got to be able to know about this. Who needs these products, especially the mist products? Everybody that has cells. Okay, that's everybody on the planet. We've already determined that, right? We can change lives to the better if we can get this in their bodies. But the problem is, if they don't know about it, they're not going to take it, right? It does nobody any good in the bottle. Okay, so with that being said, what this is all about tonight is about spreading one unison of message, all of us sharing the same story worldwide. And we're going to give you a way to do that where it's the simplest way to share it. It's all in your fingertips, and anybody can truly do this. And wait till you see what this is going to cost you tonight. Okay, I think you're going to be really, really excited. So with that being said, I want to be really clear. What you're going to see tonight is going to be focused on the mist, especially glutamist, and also xantho mist. Okay, and this whole thing is about spreading the word, changing people's lives for the better. With our money back guarantee, 60 days, 100% money back guarantee, shipping, handling, taxes, there's no reason why everybody in the world shouldn't try this right now. And remember, 1 out of 400 get a refund. There's a good chance somebody that you're talking to is one of the 399. So with that being said, it's just, how do we spread the word? How do we get it out there? What's the fastest way and the simplest way and the easiest way for all of you to be able to share this amazing story that we've been given with these amazing products? And not only that, one more thing. I don't want to get weird with all of you, but I want you to know, when most people lay their heads down at night to go to sleep, they're not praying for a product or thinking about a product or worrying about a product for their health. They're worried about their bills. They're worried about making a living and getting out of debt and all of that stuff. So money is just as important for people, because if you're worried about your finances, it's a proven fact that it can make you physically ill. We all know that, okay? So we're talking about the gift of health and wealth, the perfect marriage. They go together. If you lose your health, you don't care about money. If you lose your money, makes you sick, right? I mean, literally, okay? So how do we spread the word of health and wealth? And this revolutionary thing that's happening with 4 seconds, 4 seconds, 4 seconds. You're going to understand that in a little bit. It has to do with ready, set, go, and the whole thing. Okay. What we're going to give you tonight is the answer of how to spread the word in record time. And there's 2 things you need to know for sure. This all comes down to exposures, sharing, spreading the word, and follow up. Okay. we figured out a way to have good exposures years ago. And when we did that, changed that one little thing, we gathered 90,000 associates in a little about under 4 months. And we gathered about 250,000 customers using a special way to do these exposures. I've never seen a better way to expose what we have than what you're about to be given and handed tonight. So with that being said, this is going to replace CTFO's existing app, and I want to make sure I don't miss any of these bullets, okay? Every person on the planet can have it for free. Okay, there's going to be a pro version that they can upgrade to, but the free version is so robust. Unless you're like a full-blown leader and all that stuff, you can stick to the free version. Okay. The and by the way, I just want to share with everybody also. People need this more now than ever. I don't want to be weird, and I don't want to get weird with you all, but timing is everything. There's no more better timing. This is the most perfect timing I've ever seen in my life for this. So now that we've spent years on infrastructure, product development, the ownership, the right leaders, the right corporate team, all of this stuff, there's really one main thing left. And what is it? It's how do we do as many exposures as possible, the simplest way as possible, and how do we follow up the best possible way? Okay, that's what this is all about tonight. So before I introduce you to our main guest speaker tonight, that's going to do most of this Zoom and give you a special gift tonight, okay, I want to do one thing real quick. Ted, if you could do me a favor and unmute, come online for a minute. Okay, you all will never know how much Ted has been involved and has blessed us recently, all of our leaders. I'm not going to go through the whole list of them, even like this gentleman that's speaking tonight. Without Kali, I wouldn't even know him. Okay. So Kali, thank you from the bottom of my heart. All of a bunch of our leadership council, our leaders, they participated. They helped us come to the agreement that this is even what we wanted to do. And after we did that, because it took months to get to this point, the gentleman I'm going to introduce you to in just a few minutes here, he did 6 to 8 weeks worth of work with his team in 10 days. So you have no idea the miracles that have been pulled off for what you're about to see here tonight. But here's the thing. It started with ready, set, go. Ready, set, go, ready, set, go. And I remember just simply being on the phone with Ted or Zoom with Ted. And I said, hey, here's a concept that I'm thinking about. It's like just push play, only I want it to be something new and catchier and better. And this century, blah, blah, blah. And he goes, hey, I think we should call it ready, set, go. I was like, what? 10 seconds. And then Ted even thought of the name, right? Well, now what you're going to get tonight is the Ready, Set, Go app. Okay. So Ted, just share for a couple minutes what you're thinking and what you're feeling about what's transpired in the last several months to get us to tonight.
Well, I just think, honestly, Stu, thank you. Real honor to be on this with the Rapid Funnel professional team. I just think first and foremost that what is the word ready, set, go? What is that, the wording, what does that really imply? The vernacular, the suggestion is speed, it's performance. It ties in with CTFO's amazing industry-leading 60-day, 100% money back empty bottle, not just satisfaction, but performance guarantee. And so ready, set, go is the perfect setup of allowing people to get ready to make a decision to change the direction of their lives. We've been through a very tough period, the world, and that a lot of people are looking for solutions to get back into some semblance of normalcy. And so for me, it's about speed. It's not a race, Stu, but it is about a commitment to getting information out in a compelling sense of urgency, priority, mindset, of energy, of excitement, of enthusiasm. I found a solution. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Are you ready to set your life on a new track? That's what it's about to me, Stu. Now, when you understand, folks, in the next few minutes, everyone has one of these. Everyone has a super and amazing handheld computer with an internet connection. That's all you need, with passion and with vision and with hope. And what has been put together here, and the simplicity of what Stu just said, unison a message. It's not just a matter of sending people blindly to an app. It's the excitement and the sense of urgency and setting up your audience to be ready to receive information that has the potential to set their life on a brand new track. And so I just want to come on real quickly, Stu, and say the work that Patrick and his team have done has been amazing. I had a chance to see the first glimpse a few days ago, literally floored me. This is going to be one of those indelible moments in the history of this amazing company. And by some quirk of fate, those of you that are on this very call live tonight, and I'll timestamp it, April the 18th, 2024. This is an historic night for CTFO. I
Yeah.
am front row with you all. I'm excited, and I can't wait to lead by example. This app is going to change the direction and the energy of everyone's business. Congratulations.
Thank you, Ted, so much. And everybody, I know I'm going to say something very cliche right now, but be prepared to be blown away. And I just want you to know, Patrick, one more minute, and I'm going to introduce you right now. But well, I guess this is part of your introduction. I just want you all to know, I hopped on a Zoom to see what Patrick does for companies out there and everything, just to make Collie happy. Honestly, I was like, well, I'm a little interested, but man, I got so much going on. We got Ready, Set, Go launched. We got all this. We got to focus on that, blah, blah, blah. And then I hopped on. And then when I saw what he has and what he shared, I was blown away. I was like, oh my gosh, I don't know how we could not do this right now. And then something interesting happened. Patrick said, hey, Stu, what do you guys do? What are you passionate about? And I just went off on the story about my daughter and 3 miscarriages and wouldn't have her, without glutathione. And now this is 20 years later and it's come full circle because you don't need injections anymore and your body doesn't even have to make it. We can get it in there in 4 seconds, blah, blah, blah. And I didn't get the response I was expecting. He said, send me the link. And he bought 2 bottles. I feel bad, Patrick. After everything I've seen you do, especially the last 10 days for us, I should have gave you those 2 bottles, right? But I'm so sorry. But it was CEO to CEO. And I was like, I'm making a sale. No, I swear I wasn't trying to make a sale at all. But then when he heard it and everything, he said, number one, I want to buy, and he bought one for he and his wife. And then number two, he said, people need to hear this. People need to hear about this. Stu, I can help. So Patrick, I'm not going to give you the big corporate introduction. I'm going to give you this one. I met a man that I feel like is like me, wants to help people more than anything, wants to do what's right. His story is he's been in our industry for a long time, a ton of years, and he built tools for himself to build his own team. He's built huge teams in our industry, did it. He's not somebody that started a company for network marketing companies to help them. He's a guy that built it in network marketing and then all of a sudden built tools for him and everybody wanted them. And then when he shared why what we're getting tonight does what it does and why we need it and what it's supposed to do, I was like, finally, a network marketer's perspective, not some big corporate guy just trying to sell us something. So, Patrick, I appreciate you, brother. And I want to thank you for letting me blow your phone up and taking all the phone. I think I talked 10 times today, everybody, right? I just want to thank you for being who you are. And I'm going to turn it over to you. And I'm going to tell everybody out there this. We're in good hands. I believe that. And I take my integrity very seriously. I know you all know that. And I feel like that my integrity is going to stay intact by saying this is what we need. So, Patrick, welcome, buddy. Appreciate you. He's the CEO of Rapid Funnel, everybody, in case you're wondering. Go ahead, Patrick.
Stu, so excited to be here tonight. And we got here very, very quickly. I'd be remiss if I didn't, just give a shout out. I mean, not only Ted, Chantel, Kevin, Jonathan, April, Ira on our side, Jen. It has been all hands on deck very quickly. And you guys did exactly what you said, which I am super impressed. You moved fast. And so congratulations. That's pretty awesome.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Here's what's exciting, and I mean this, from the bottom of my heart, is that I get to see a lot of companies. We're in 20 different languages. We have employees in 11 countries. We have leaders all over the globe. And I can genuinely tell you the companies, and this is true historically too, that have really blown up have a product that can change lives. You have a couple of them, but you've got a product we're going to talk some about tonight that can change lives. It's a simple story. And if that story can get told more often and more effectively, you guys are going to win. If you can teach brand new people to tell this story, it's going to change your life and other people's lives. And that is going to be delivered through the Ready, Set, Go app. And so that's what we're here to talk about tonight. Stu, jump in anytime. Ted, if you got anything you want to add, you guys just jump in. But I'm going to move pretty quickly. And I'm going to tell you that we've got data that nobody in the world has. I mean, I was talking to a leader of $1 billion company the other day, and I said, how many new exposures did your field make last week? Now, this is a $1 billion company, and they have no idea. Well, if you don't know how many exposures are being made, right, as a leader or a company, how can you inspect what you expect? How can you manage something you can't measure? Well, you can't is the answer. And then you can't even improve the tools that are being used because you don't know what is being used by who and how often. Isn't that crazy in this day and age of technology? So we've got data that nobody in the world's got. And I can tell you there are 3 major things that need to happen for you to have a life-changing experience in networking. You've got an extraordinary product and you have got real leadership. And Stu and I are kindred spirits. I feel the same way about Ted. You know, Ted was going to launch with this. He was doing all kind of entrepreneurial things. He was making some decisions. He put those things aside to build here. Like he put his own big projects aside to say, I believe in what these guys are doing right here at CTFO. So that's pretty exciting. Now there's 3 things I mentioned. Number 1 is, guys, the story has to get told. It's that simple. The product and the opportunity, I don't care if you have the greatest thing in the world. If the story doesn't get told more often and more effectively, you're not building a serious business. It's got to get told. That's number 1. Number 2, hopefully you're looking at the screen here. Number 2 is it shouldn't be harder to get started in a company than to sign up and drive Uber. And Uber literally makes it easier for somebody to sign up and start driving than the average company. That's not true. You're going to see an incredibly simple way to help brand new people get started and show them how to immediately start making money. We'll talk about it tonight. Number 3 is at the very highest level, your job is to develop leaders at the highest level. In order to develop leaders, you must know as a leader yourself where to spend your time. It's the most precious thing you have in the world, right? You can say, well, it's my relationship with God that's more important, or my health, or all those things require time. It's one of the most precious things you have, and you've got to use it wisely. But I can't tell you, Stu, the number of years I spent with a big heart and compassion for people, helping people that said they wanted to change their life. They told a good story, but they weren't doing the activity. And once I figured out that I could truly measure the activity, then I could love everybody, but I could help the people that were truly doing the work. And as leaders, you need to be able to do that. You need to be able to do that. So if you do these 3 things, you're going to have more time, more success, and more freedom. Okay. Now, here is a little secret. In network marketing, there are fundamentals. Some of you, I'm not telling you anything you don't already know, right? Networking is about the relationship. It's about a business must be simple. You've got to drive prospecting and follow-up. Duplication is the key. It's about leadership development. Those are the fundamentals. They haven't changed in 70 years. That's networking. What has changed is the environment we live in to build. It's a digital environment, right? There's a danger in this environment, though. Let me be very frank with you. The power of networking. I mean, if Stu could just do all this with digital marketing, which maybe he could, right? But if he could do it all with digital marketing, there's no reason to have a network, right? The power of networking done properly with these fundamentals is you can move at a pace that nothing else in the world can move like it in business. Because you can get a brand new person to tap into their warm market, get a check in their pocket, go recruit 10 or 15 people, and then teach the second layer and the third layer and the fourth layer. One of the biggest problems in network marketing today, I'll tell you, I was on a big time stage with one of the biggest names in networking, coaches, And there was a young lady, Stu, that had recruited 2,700 people. She's a big time influencer. Everybody's taking pictures, screenshots. They're trying to do what she's trying to do, which is create video, do drops. She's a big time influencer. Here's the reality is that that doesn't duplicate. Now, I'm not telling you not to recruit those people. I'm telling you, don't put them on your stage and teach everybody how to do that. If you bump into one, we're going to show you how to recruit them. But the essence, the heart and soul of networking is relationships. It's being able to help people build an incredible business. We're going to show you how to do that in a way you've never dreamt of before. So we're going to bridge this gap between the fundamentals and the digital tools that were not built for network marketing. Now, what do I mean here? I want you to understand there's a digital toolbox that influencers and digital marketers and affiliate marketers use. And it's made up of lots of different tools, things like surveys, social sharing platforms, autoresponders, webinars, capture pages, CRMs, gamification, recognition, text messaging. This is the digital toolbox. It's awesome for the Kardashians. I kind of kid about that, but the Kardashians are not taking your phone call. I don't mean to suggest they don't care, but I'm not sure they really care. Not the way we care in network marketing, not like a guy like Stu cares. I've seen how much he's been working every single day. I mean, he's probably putting in 14 plus hours a day. He's getting after it, right? He cares. He wants you to win. So this is the tool of a digital marketer. The guru signs up for all these platforms. They spend thousands of dollars. They build out a digital marketing page for $5,000 or $10,000. They market directly to the masses. Look, if that worked in networking, there's no reason for the people. Here's a different model. And I want you to understand the big picture here, and then we're going to get into the nitty-gritty details. But what I want you to understand is all of those tools that I just mentioned are already built for you. Everything's pre-built, right? Thousands, tens of thousands of dollars of content is built for you. You can post it to social, you can send it one-on-one, you can generate leads, you can drop people into a campaign, you can do all of this. It's all pre-built. And tonight, in 2 or 3 minutes, you're going to download an app. In another couple minutes, you're going to answer a few questions. And every one of these tools is pre-built, personalized to you. When you promote it, the data comes back to you. Stu doesn't own it. I don't see it. It's your data, right? I mean, even Facebook, YouTube, we're going to use all those platforms, but we're not going to let you be used by them. What do I mean? I mean, they own the data, right? They own all the data. You don't own it. In this platform, in your Ready, Set, Go app, you own all of the data. You're going to become a professional network and you're going to build a huge database and you're going to know who your hot prospects are. You're going to know when they're looking at information. You're going to know everything you need. All the tools are built. You download the app and now you can go to your market. Okay. Now, I love this book. I always mention it. I'd be remiss if I didn't. I'm not suggesting this is a book for everybody to read. Okay. But this book, The 4 Disciplines of Execution, is the #1 best-selling business book in the world. It's not written for network marketing. It's written for business owners who want to succeed in business. That's you. It wasn't written for network marketing, though, but it says the 4 disciplines of execution say this. #1 discipline is have a wildly important goal. Do you have a dream you want to achieve? I bet you do. #2 is you must identify the lead measure. As a leader in CTFO, the lead measure is the quantity of the prospecting and the quality and the consistency of the follow-up. That's your lead measure. The book says you can only have 2 or 3 at the most lead measures or key performance indicators. If there's a third one, it's teaching the first 2. Quantity of prospecting, quality and consistency of the follow-up, and then teaching people how to do that. We're going to do that tonight. You're going to see a way to increase that dramatically. You're going to have a scorecard right in your app. From now on, you're going to have a scorecard in your CTFO Ready, Set, Go app that you will be able to see your own activity and your team's activity. And then last but not least, then and only then can you execute on the fourth discipline. That is a cadence of accountability, a culture. You're going to build an organization that doesn't make excuses, they make money, right? Because they know why they're winning or why they're failing, right? They're going to know exactly what it is. So many people leave this industry and they think that the company wasn't right or the product or whatever it was, when the truth is they couldn't look the man in the mirror and go, what am I doing wrong? They're going to know, and they're going to know what they're doing right. So that's exciting. We call this authentic sharing technology. It is the first real platform that leverages all the digital stuff, but you leverage it so you can build a relationship, not to hide behind the technology. There is no technology that you should hide behind in networking. It's about the relationship. It's about the habits and the routines. It's about authenticity and simplicity. So even though you have this massive development team behind you, and you've got all these people supporting your CTFO Ready, Set, Go app, the truth is everything we're doing is to help you drive the relationships that matter in networking. Okay, now, as I run through this, I just want you to think about this one thing. I don't care how great the technology is. And you've got the best technology on the planet, bar none, and it's getting better every single month. But the technology is not enough. You must have the content in the app. I use kind of the Ferrari car analogy. It's a race car. It's meant to be run on a track. It has to have good gas in it. And last but not least, there must be a driver that knows how to handle the car. We need all four legs of the stool. We need a great technology. We need the content, the resources, and you'll see that, the tools in the platform to help you win. They need to be organized like the race car on the track. This content needs to be organized so simply that when you sit down with a brand new person, you can sit with them for 10 or 15 minutes and they can do the activity necessary to get a check in their pocket. And then number 4 is you guys. There's a lot of leaders on this call. It's your job to coach it, to teach it. It won't happen by itself, no matter how good the content is. So we're going to pull up the app now. I'm going to show you some basic features, and then I'm going to show you how to download it. And then we'll dive a little deeper into actually making exposures. So I'm going to pull the app over here. And guys, what you're going to see in the platform is, matter of fact, let me change the screen share here. Here we go. This is your Ready, Set, Go app. It's beautiful, okay? And in this platform is everything you need to get busy. Now I'm going to give you a grand high-level tour. We're going to tell you how to download it. And then one thing you're going to notice, we have a couple contests. And you can see this is literally the launch of the platform because we have 2 contests in the app and nobody is on the leaderboard. And I'm guessing by the end of this call tonight, there will already be names on the leaderboard that fast, okay? Stu wanted to make sure that I communicated tonight that you don't have to wait for anything. We've got trainings and some cool stuff coming up, but you're going to be able to start prospecting tonight, and you're going to be excited to do it, okay? So let's do a grand tour here real quick. Now, Stu, any comments before? And I'm kind of in a transition, so if you want to jump in here, if there's anything, feel free.
Yeah, I'm taking notes, and I'm just wanting everybody to know this is the stuff. This is the stuff. And Patrick, I was already excited with you before I saw this, but now I'm like so glad you're a part of the team with us. This is amazing. So everybody, I mean, this is it. This is it. So I'm just trying to stay out of the way. Patrick, I talk a lot. I'm trying to be quiet. So
okay. So every button on this home screen on your CTFO Ready, Set, Go app, and I know some of you are biting a bit to download it. We'll get to there really quickly, but just follow me through a grand tour, okay? The first thing I want you to see is your contacts are right here. You can import contacts very simply a number of different ways. Your contacts will all be in the app. This is a critical number I want you to understand. It's exposures. It's how many unique prospects. You can only create exposure one time ever, meaning a unique prospect that you sent information to. This is a measure of the quantity of your activity. Engagements is a measure of, did the person engage in information? So what was the quality? I have met people that they made such bad exposures, the way they introduced the information, they made such bad exposures that they had a 7% engagement rate. One young lady, I was in Atlanta, she made 400 exposures in about 9 weeks, Stu. She had a 7% engagement rate, which she could see in her statistics, and I'll show you how that works. But that means out of 400 people, 28 people looked at information. She was hungry and teachable, but she had no competency. Because we could identify it so quickly in the app, we were able to help her change her language, and she went to 73% engagement and made her first $50,000 in the next 6 months. How does that happen? Because you could identify where her strengths and weaknesses were. So these numbers are going to be critical to your success. All right. All your tasks can be built in. You can create tasks, your own task. The app will help you with what tasks should be and what you should be doing. If I click on statistics right here, I can see all kind of different stats. So if I'm on Stu's team and he recruited me in the business, and I'm complaining that I just don't know if the colors of the mist are right, and I think it's keeping us from growing. And Stu says, hey, Patrick, I understand. We might take that in consideration, but let's do this first. Let's take a look at your numbers. And Stu says, now, Patrick, I love you. I believe in you. We're going to do this together, but I want to understand, in the last 30 days, is this correct? You've talked to 2 people so far. Guys, do we know what the problem is? Yes. I have to tell the story, right? And it's right here in front of me. Now, Stu's going to love everybody on the team, but he's going to work with the willing. He's going to teach me how to increase my numbers, and then we're going to reconvene and have another conversation in a week or 2 when I've gotten through some numbers. For the first time ever, all the stats are going to be right here at your team's fingertips. And we've got contests and leaderboards to have some fun with this, okay? Now, in addition to that, you guys have resources. Your resources is all the content that we have built out for you in the platform so that you can share the CTFO story more often and more effectively. You can share the opportunity, you can share Glutamist, and yes, the other products, Xanthomist, there'll be a flow of resources for it. But right now, we're focused on the opportunity and Glutamist, and there are some Xanthomist products in here. Thanks to Kali, good job. Okay, so look, if I come here, and I'm going to walk you through this in a second, but if I come to opportunity, there's a step 1, a step 2, a step 3, and a step 4. We have the resources built out in a flow that make it incredibly simple for you to send an invitation to somebody to look at some information. And when I start showing you these resources, it's going to blow you away. But is anybody who's brand new going to be confused about what they should do first? Now, if you recruit them and they think they should do step 3 before they do step 1, you might need to recruit up a little bit. Okay. Now, I'm only kidding, but most people know step 1's first. So we make it incredibly simple to add a prospect, go to step 1. I'm going to lead with the opportunity. Or maybe I say, hey, in this case, I want to lead with Glutamist. Same flow, invite, peak, present, follow up. It's incredibly simple. All your coaching content is going to be built into the platform. So every week, we're going to have a training session that focuses specifically on how to generate leads via social media by posting there, how to use email campaigns to find the right person and the right time, right? We're going to show you how to identify your hot prospects in the platform who raise their hand and say, I'm ready to go. We're going to focus on different features and resources, and those recordings will be those trainings will be recorded and they will show up in the coaching section of the platform. So it's all right here at your fingertips. Your digital business card exists right here. If I click on the digital business card, the digital business card will pop up. Some of you would pay 30 or 40 bucks a month for Linktree. It's built into the standard free version, right? So you've got your name, your phone number, your Calendly link. If you have one, that button will show up. All your social feeds are right here. And you can dictate up to 10 of these buttons, what they say and where that is directed to on your personal digital business card. There is a QR code. So when you go to a live event, you can pull up the QR code. They can take a picture, download your digital business card straight away. And it's all built in, and that's for free. There is a personal resource feature. I'm going to show you how in other trainings, how you can go to personal resources and you can literally create your own resources, create your own message, and those resources are trackable. I don't even think we've touched on this with Stu and the team yet. They don't even know some of this exists yet, right? Really, really powerful tools. Okay. So that's kind of a grand tour. I'm going to dive into actually showing you how to make an exposure, but I am going to show you first how to download it. Go ahead, Stu.
Patrick, before you do, just real quick, I want to make sure that that's really clear because that is a new thing. That means that they can basically, if they have something else that they already own a business or whatever, they can market for that with this tool. They can use this and track their own resources, right? Is that what that is?
This is kind of crazy, Stu. If I went to my app and I looked up, I don't care what it is. I'm just trying to click on something here. I need glasses. Whatever, Bitcoin projections. I'm just picking anything, guys, right? I'm picking some random thing. Now, if I came here and I thought this is an informational article about glutathione. Okay,
Perfect.
let's
Here
say
we go.
that's what it is. I look up
Okay.
something on glutathione, but you get the idea.
Yeah, perfect.
Here's what I would do. I would click the share button up here. Now, normally I would have to go look up this article every time. I'd have to go. In this case, I'm going to go to share. I am going to scroll over here to the Rapid Funnel button. I'm going to click on Rapid Funnel. The app is going to put that link right here.
Oh, wow.
I can create a pre-written message. I can have a title for this resource, a subject. I can save it. Let's say I'll save this under professional resources. I hit the save button, and now this resource is under my personal resources and it's trackable. I know when the prospect clicked on that resource. It could be a cooking recipe. It could be family pictures. It could be glutathione info, right? Crazy.
That's awesome. So company is everything we've put in for them, and then that they can do personal stuff. Okay, one more thing. Just touch on the contest real quick, how we're going to be able to do like weekly contests, monthly contests, all different ones, and how they get points real quick.
So a point in a contest is every time you make a unique exposure. Now, when we say a unique exposure, if I prospect Stu and I send him something and he clicks on it, that's a point. It's also an engagement. He engaged. That's 1 point. Now, if I send something else to Stu, which I should, that's great, but it doesn't count as a point. Why? Because look, you got to prospect new people all the time. We can't beat our mom up 27 times in a row or our neighbor. We got to talk to new people. Networking is about sorting, not convincing, sharing, not selling. We don't have to convince. I heard Stu's story, and seriously, I heard Stu's story and I'm like, hey, that makes sense to me. My wife has a friend that is all about glutathione and she doesn't know about this yet, right? That's so simple. So I've been taking my shots. It sits on my desk. It's super simple. right? That's logical, but it was easy for me to go, wow, that makes sense. And Stu didn't have to sell me. It was just logical. We need to talk to more people. You've got the resources to convert. We just got to talk to more people. So it's points. Here's the contest. If I click on contest, you can see exactly what this contest is. Top 10 with the most activity win a free Glutamist. If I scroll one to the right, here's another contest, the Ultimate Kickstart Challenge. All right. So same thing, you get a point for a unique prospect that engages information. Now, I'm going to show you how to send information to a unique prospect in just a minute. But Stu, I think we should let people start downloading the app, and I'll start training on making exposures. So some of them will be making exposures. Some of the team will be doing that as we're talking. What do you think?
I think that's amazing. And everybody, those two contests are live right now. So as you're making exposures, you could win free Glutamist, or the other contest is special. You can learn all about it later. It's awesome.
Now, can we put something in the chat that everybody can see for the
We
get the ready set go app.com? That's what you need to type in. Get the ready set go app.com. And
okay.
I'll show everybody what you'll see when you go there. But I'm going to type it in right now. Get the ready set go app. And Stu is going to type it into the channel.
I don't know if it's right, but it's in there, everybody.
Get
Let's
the
hope
Ready, Set, Go app. And when you do that, you're going to come to this page. Okay. And right on this page, Stu has a welcome message. And what I love about this is that in the app, you guys have a section when you get a new person started that you can send them a link that says share the app. And listen, let me tell you, this is how this works in real life. Stu and I were trying to remember today on a call what the link was. And I said it was something and I was wrong. And he said, well, I think it's get ready, set, go, ready, set, go. And then we said, yeah, it's ready, set, go app. And we were wrong, right? Because
Yeah.
we people forget this stuff. And then I went and asked somebody, Charlie on the marketing team, hey, Charlie, what's the website? Do you know? Charlie went to the app and sent me the link from the app. He didn't have to remember any of this. He hit the plus button. He said, share the app, and you're able to send it to your new prospect. When they get started and join the business, the first thing you do is you send them, share the app. And where are they going to come? They're going to come to this page. They're going to see Stu welcome them to the business. They're going to see this incredible platform they have to share the app. And then they're going to click on get started now.
For free. For free.
For free.
Yeah.
Right? We don't even mention the pro version. Now, look, there is a pro version, guys. It's incredible. It's $20 a month. For some of you, this should be a no-brainer. I'll tell you what you get in the pro version, but the nice part is you don't have to nickel and dime the new person. They just get started and let's start prospecting. So you come to this page, and I would encourage you to use the email. I'm actually going to remove the other login options because I think they create confusion sometimes. Just use your email. Click on next, and you're going to walk through a few questions that will set up your app. When you complete setup, you will come to an Android and an Apple page, and you can then download Android and Apple. You've effectively set up your app, but now you can go and you can download Android or Apple. You can go to the app. We all know now, pick up our phone. If you do it on the computer, pick up your phone, log in using the same email address and password that you created here, log in on the app, and you are good to go. Right now, there's some setup we'll do later, but you're good to go. You've done what you needed to do to get things started. Okay. So you can do that now, and we're going to continue talking about how to leverage this. Now, Stu, I don't know. I'm thinking that some of our team is probably out there, like April, and you might want to give them some. There's April Valesco. You might want to give her co-host so she can start answering any kind of chat questions that people may have or anything like that. And then if you give her co-host, then she may tap one or two other people on our team on the shoulder to help her with that. But that might be a good idea.
Okay, let me find her. And also, I want to let everybody know that what's going on right now too is we've already put the banner in your back offices right now. You could just go in your CTFO back office, click the banner and get the app. It's already in there. It takes you right to that page. Okay.
And it said Chet has been disabled. I don't know what that means, but one of the
I'm
teams.
promoting April to a panelist right now.
Okay.
Okay, it's April Velasco, and she should be a panelist right now.
Okay.
Everybody,
Oh,
look.
chat's been disabled. It's a webinar, not a meeting, somebody said. So however you guys handle that, I'll keep going here. Okay.
Yeah, we don't want this to be ours tonight, everybody. So we don't have chat going. Just go to your back office. You're all associates. We didn't do this for new people tonight. We did this for all of you that are associates. If you just log in your CTFO back office and click on the banner, it'll take you right there. But it's getthereadysetgoapp.com.
So you can either go to the banner in your back office and it'll take you to the Ready Set Go app, or get the Ready Set Go app, excuse me, what's in the link there, or you can just go to your back office banner, okay? And you all know how to do that. Okay, so let's keep moving here. Now I'm going to pull up the app again. And this is where we really get to the fun.
April.
Okay. Of course, I'm getting a bunch of tips. We had an app and have the existing CTFO app. Oh, I'm going to let you help them, Kali, because they had the old one. So there may be some glitch there if they were on the other platform, but they shouldn't have a problem, Kali. If they do, the simple solution is use a new email address, downloading this app, and we will change it later. We can do that. That's a simple, immediate fix, okay? If you happen to be in Kali's personal version earlier, all right?
And Patrick, I just want to let everybody know, I'm going to allude to what I said earlier. This team, Patrick's team, did 6 to 8 weeks worth of work in the last 10 days. This has been nothing short of a miracle. We're launching it tonight. Everything's fine for the most part. It all works. You can use all the stuff. Whatever gets reported to me, and my phone will blow up in the next 24, 48 hours, or corporate, we'll let them know. They'll be all over it. Okay. So just give grace for the next day or two. And if there's anything that you notice that's not right, it'll be right. I have complete confidence in them after everything I've seen. It's crazy in a good way.
Okay, so, and if you do need support, guys, you can click the More button in the bottom right and click on Support in the top right-hand corner, and you can go to Support and just go open a ticket. Go right down here, and somebody will get back with you within 24 hours with the solution. And so you can leverage support. Now, let's get into making exposures for a minute. This is the most important part. And I want to show you how crazy simple this is, okay? This orange button is probably the most important button in the app because it's the one where you can easily add a new contact. You click on that button and it will bring up a screen. You can hand somebody your phone and they can put their information in, or you can tap on import and tap into your phone's database. You can add one contact or multiple contacts. A little housekeeping. Some of you will immediately say, I want to put 2,000 people in the app. I want you guys to understand this is not a bulk digital marketing platform. There's no reason to put 1,000 people in tomorrow. Put in 10 people and prospect those 10. We make it very easy to import contacts, but we don't really allow you to do bulk stuff. Right now, we have a lot of automation built in, but this isn't like, you don't think in terms of, well, Aweber or mass marketing text platforms. That this is different. This is built for what you do. Okay, so we'll teach more on that. But at any rate, I click on import, I can add contacts. We're also going to teach you how to generate contacts directly from social media, that you can post something to social, you might get 10 people to fill out a form on social media. You get notified of 10 new prospects in your app. Maybe they filled out a survey or a quiz, and all the notes and answers drop into that contact card. Okay. So when I add a contact, I've got some contacts that I threw in here. You'll notice there's a toggle bar across the top. That toggle tells me who my hot prospects are and what my activity log is. Now, activity log and hot prospects, by the way, those are two pro features, okay? But they're very helpful. If I go to contacts here, okay, and I want to pick a contact and I want to send that contact some information. Now, you'll see that a few things here. I want you to see that this contact has a score. 75% of that score is how the app rates that prospect. Did they fill out a survey? Did they opt into an email campaign? Did they watch a video? Did they watch more than 90% of a video? They get bonus points. They can lose points as well. Now, part of the score is how did I rate the prospect? Now, you guys should all have a rating system. We'll talk more about this later. My personal rating system is, hey, does this person, a person I would want to work with? 1. 2 is, are they entrepreneurial? 3 is, do they have contacts and credibility in the marketplace, right? Are they influential? 4 might be, are they entrepreneurial? Are they looking for a business? And 5 is, do I consider them a hot prospect? That is, I've talked to them already. I give them a 5 score. So when I go to my contacts in the app, one of the things I do is I'll click up here and I can sort my prospects a ton of different ways. I can sort them by score, by star rating. Are they in a campaign? Where am I on follow-ups, old to new to old, or just most recent, right? A lot of times I'll just go to star rating and I want to see all the prospects that I think are 5 stars right now that I have in the pipeline, and it'll sort those by that star rating, right? Or I can just click on hot prospects and it's going to show me all the prospects I have that are actively over a 50 score. All right. Now, all my notes are searchable. So if I add notes, I can search my notes. And when you meet somebody, put all the details you can. How many kids? What are they passionate about? Where did you meet them exactly? So when you reach back out or they click on a resource 6 months from now, and you're like, I don't even remember who this person is. Well, it'll be okay because you've got all the notes in there that you put the details on. Now, at this stage, I've got a hot prospect in the app. Now, this is where the rubber meets the road, guys. I'm going to click on send a resource. Now, the reason I have 2 choices, I want you to see this. When I go to the app, I can go directly to resources. If I'm trying to send a resource to a specific prospect, hear me closely, I do not come here and click on resources and then pick the resource and then find them in my phone book. I don't do that because I want to track this resource to that prospect. So when I want to track a specific resource to a specific person, I go to contacts first. Then I go to resources right here and I send them a resource. Okay. If I'm posting a resource I have in the app directly to social and I want the resource to be blank, I go directly to resources from the home screen and I post it directly to social. Now you might say, well, how would I do that? Well, you go to resources, you'd pick the resource, right? And what might I might pick, actually, I might go down here to social. I pick this resource, and then I click on the social button down here in the bottom right. You see how when I click this on and off, the buttons pop up? Well, if I have their email, this one pops up. If I have their text, this one pops up. And if I have social, this one pops up on my phone. So if I click this resource and I want to post it to social, that's right. I can literally post it to any social platform I have. And when I show you this page that we've created for you, that your team has created for you at CTFO, it's going to blow your mind. Okay. And you can post it directly to social media to generate leads. As a matter of
Hey,
fact, I'll show them right now. Yep.
Patrick, real quick. I'm sorry to interrupt the flow, but I want everybody to hear this. The app is so much simpler than even I thought. So when you're on any of these resources right here, if you check the box on the left, then it pulls up the how do you want to share it, and you could text it or email it or social, right? Like you just said. If you click the open on the right, you get to see what it is. And this is what you're sending them. So, whatever it is, okay, this happens to be this resource, but whatever one you're on, it shows you everything. So you know ahead of time what you're sending. And then if you click the words in the middle, it says, it tells you what it does. So he touched, have you heard of glutathione? Send this link to invite your contact to learn more about glutamist. Okay, so it's just awesome. I mean, it's like everything is intuitive. You just need to know, check the box on the left to send it, and it'll bring up all the ways to send it. Touch the words in the middle, it'll tell you what it is. Touch the one on the right, you'll see it. You'll see what they're going to get. So my hat's off. It's awesome. I love it.
So let's say I go to contacts and I go to my buddy Weldon here and I go to send a resource and I want to share something on glutamist. So I click on invite, right? Step 1. And I want to send him a curious message, right? And I just love this flow, guys. Watch this. I hit text. And it says, hey, Weldon, curious, have you heard of glutathione? Right? It's super simple. Hey, bro, I just realized the number in here is to my friend Steven, which he's going to be like, what? So I just sent that
Sell him
message.
a bottle of glutamist, Patrick.
Exactly. I mean, exactly, right? And then I wait for that person to respond. And when they respond, what do I then do? I go to send a resource and I go to peak interest and I have a few choices here. Oh, excuse me, I did this incorrectly. I go to invite and I want to send the AB message. Okay. And it's follow up curious message. And then I'm going to send him this message. Hey, I found a company that has found a better way to deliver glutathione to the body, not shots or intravenous. I want to get your thoughts, not just from a health perspective, but from the business side. Now, why do I say that? Because, guys, I'm under the opportunity. I'm leading with glutathione because it's such a great lead. And I told Stu and the team, this is incredible to me. Stu, like glutathione, you can type in glutathione and all it is positive stuff. Studies and data and information and how you can get shots and everybody trying to sell it. But you guys have a better delivery method. So somebody can do their own research real quick and go, no, I hadn't heard of it. That seems pretty incredible. Now I turn around and send this message. Hey, I found a company that's found a better way to deliver glutathione. Now, can you imagine we sit with brand new people and we get them to do this 20 or 30 times? Do you know how easy it is going to be to move the product to market? Now the prospect responds. Now I go to peak interest. And now I have several choices. I can send them, and this is where you have to use your discretion, but you can't mess it up. It doesn't matter if I send a sizzle video, if I send the ready, set, go page, which is a little different than the ready, set, go page 1, 2, 3. The first thing you guys need to do is put yourself in the app tonight. I mean, literally, you need to go to the app, hit the plus button, put your own name and information in the app, right? Just like that. Put a phone number, hit save. Do I want to schedule a follow-up? Oh, yeah, I want to schedule a follow-up. I want to follow up with this person tomorrow, the 19th. Okay. And yeah, I want to set a time. Yeah, I'm going to follow up at 9 a.m. tomorrow. Okay, save. Oh, look at this. I can add it to my Google Calendar or my iPhone calendar right here. I can add any particular notes I want. follow up with this nice guy because I sent him the first 2 resources, want to get his feedback. Boom, I save it.
Where
Now,
was this my whole network marketing career, right? Where
right?
was this is crazy, Patrick.
Now it created a task for me in the app, by the way, guys. Okay. And now I've got a follow up. And now keep in mind, I go to most recent. There's that prospect. He's a 5-star prospect. So it bumps his score from 5 to 35. The rest of the score has got to be on what actions this prospect takes. Oh, by the way, I'm going to create a label because he's family. And I want to be able to email everybody from my back office based on labels. By the way, that's another training, but you could spend $50 a month for Constant Contact. And it is also built into the free platform, which is crazy. Right now, I've got this prospect in here. I went and sent share the opportunity, invite, curious message, boom, right? I did that, curious, yes. Boom, I get a prospect, the prospect responds. Now what do? I go right back to the app. Whoops. I go right back to the app. I go to that prospect. You get the idea now. I send the second message. Now I go to peak interest. I want to send one of these 4. How about, let's try this one, okay? Watch what happens here. I click on this resource. I'm going to WhatsApp it to this person. So I hit social. I scroll to WhatsApp. Oh, it found this person in WhatsApp. And I just sent them the ready, set, go. Turn your passion for health into profit. Now follow me, guys. This gets nuts. The prospect clicks on this link. This is your page. Now you could go to ClickFunnels. You could build this page. You could spend $300 a month. You could hire a digital marketer, right? They would put your picture in here. They would have some other data. They would have your name, phone number, email, all this information. By the way, this isn't actually accurate. These pictures would be identical. In your app, you're this person and you're this person. I'm just on a demo app is all. So sorry about that. All your social feeds are right here. Your Calendly link, everything is on this page. It automatically put in the prospect's name and phone number. Now, when the prospect adds their email address, it's going to add it to the contact card because you didn't have that. Now, when the person goes, hey, they've already agreed to look, I sent this to them, or I posted to social, they click on Discover More. They go to the second page, see what makes our opportunity unique, and they watch the video.
Practical implementation of ideas that result in the introduction of new goods or services. You're about to be introduced to a multi-generational breakthrough in life extension health science that the world has never seen before. A biotechnology so advanced that scientists are...
Guys, when the prospect watches this video, you're going to be told how many minutes they watch so you know who your most interested prospects are. And if they click and go, well, I'm going to take the next step. What is the next step? Well, ready to see if you're a match. What would you rate your passion for health, 1 to 5? Have you ever been in business before? How would you rate your level of desire for finding a new business? How much money would you need to earn per month to make a part-time business worthwhile? And I sit here and I go, well, I'd say I'm a 4. Actually, in reality, I'm a freak health. Have you ever been in business? Yep. Would you rate your level of desire? I always have a high desire for business. How much money would you need to earn per month, part-time, to make it worth your while? The average person might say 1,000 to 2,000. The average person might say, I could give it 10 hours part-time. All right, those numbers, how many months would you be willing to commit? Well, I'd give it at least, I know business takes time. I'll give it 7 to 9 months. Oh, look, all my information's already on this page. And then I hit submit. Now, Stu, as the app user, I get their name, their phone number, their email. I know how many minutes of the video they watched. They answered the survey questions, and I call back and I'm like, hey, or I text them, hey, I'm slammed today, but can I catch you in the morning? Yes, great. I call them in the morning and I'm saying, man, it's so crazy. Thanks for taking the survey. It's great to meet you or great to catch up. I got to ask you, were you serious when you said you need to make $2,000 a month and you give it 6 to 7 months and you spend 10 hours a week? Yeah. Well, listen, let me share this with you. If I can show you exactly how to do that with an extraordinary company and you're comfortable with that part, is there anything else you would need to know to get started if I can map out that game plan?
Yeah.
Guys, I mean, you talk about a game changer and we can teach this. It's not going to happen by itself. You don't still push buttons and people sign up. This isn't digital marketing where you send it to 1,000 people to get 4 or 5 interested. You send it to 10 and you follow up proper, and you're going to find out you're going to recruit 1 or 2 every time. On the product side, you're probably going to move 2, 3, or 4 products. Ted, you're so excited you can't help yourself. Go ahead. I love it. That's it.
Listen, what was just profiled in the last 60 seconds is the sweet spot of professional network marketing.
Mhm.
What he just showed all of us is the stumbling block historically in the process of prospecting, inviting, presenting, asking for the sale, and moving to the decision. This right there, when you embrace this system, and what you just showed us here comes standard with the standard pack, and then there's some additional pro features for those that become a pro on the app. You know, your confidence is going to start to overflow, folks. I've just downloaded the app. I'm so excited. Anyway, back to you.
I love it. Thanks for jumping in, Ted. We're pretty much done. I'm going to show you last thing about getting started, the pro versus the standard, how to go to your back office. But Stu, there's so much more. Like, you know, I think everybody knows how to get started right now and what to start doing, right? And
Yeah,
you start seeing people on this leaderboard really quickly.
Yeah, and when you start playing with it, everybody, like Patrick just kind of showed you like an extreme one where you don't really know the person that well or anything, so you want them to take a survey and everything. It's kind of more cold market-ish, if you will. I'm not saying you can't use surveys for your warm market too, but when you start playing with this and you start sending it to the 100, 200, 300, 500 people that are already in your phone that you know, either acquaintances and everything like that, it's going to take you through it in such a special way and a way that's not offensive, you're going to grab a chunk of them. I believe that with everything in me.
Stu, real quick, talk about the Ready, Set, Go page.
Yeah, so my favorite part, and by the way, when you see Ready Set Go in the app and Ready Set Go 1 2 3, the difference is Ready Set Go is my video, the 11-minute 59-second one. Ready Set Go page 1 2 3 is the set video, is the short one, the 6-minute one that's more corporate-y and stuff. Both are super powerful. I actually have one friend that I don't want to send to mine. I want him to see the other one, and then I'm using mine with other people, not just because they know me, but because, you know, it's a little more emotional and stuff. I've got this other person in my life. They're like, just show me how to make money, right? Well, I'm going to send them the 1 2 3. Okay. But with that being said, this page, the difference between just going in your back office where we give you this page for free and sending it, you don't have a clue if they clicked on it, watched any of it, or done anything. You send it through the app. It's the simplest thing ever. You load them as a contact. You click on send resource in the contact, not the bottom menu, but in the contact, and then you pick, you know, hey, I found out about something. Have you heard of Glutathione or whatever? And do all that. And then the next step or two is send this site. Now, when they come here, you're going to see, hey, did they watch 17% of that 2-minute video or all of it? Hey, did they watch, you know, 50% or all of the 6-minute set video or the other? And then when they click on go, it brings up the same beautiful thing like the one in your back office that we give you for free. But the difference is, though, this is all in the app and everything. You're going to know what's going on. When they click go, goes to the cart they buy, right? So it's all, I mean, guys, I'm never going to send it outside of this app. And I still have the free version on my phone. I'm going to put the pro version. I am not asking anybody to buy the pro version right now. There's a handful of features that, since I do this 100% full time and this is all I do for a living, I want the $20 one, okay? Because there's a few other things, but this is what I'm most excited about. There were some things in the app earlier today that were a part of the pro version, and I was like this free secrets page that these guys put together for us on Glutamist and all that stuff. Guys, it's one of the most powerful things I've seen. It's beautiful. It's amazing. Well, it was in the pro version. I talked to Patrick earlier today, and he's like, yeah, no, let's just give it to him. Now it's in the free version. Okay, it's a part of it, and that was kind of our plan. I just want you all to know this has been really well thought out, but I'm going to repeat this again. 6 to 8 weeks, 2 months worth of work in 10 days. Give grace, be patient, report what you see and find. But when you play with the app for a day or two, you're going to be like, this is as easy as picking up my phone and calling somebody, as easy as picking up my phone and texting somebody, as easy as picking up my phone. And I know when I text my daughter, I'm going to know whether she's responding or not immediately, right? I won't know if she sends me a voicemail, but I'll know that. I was sitting on the couch. I'm sorry. I'm trying.
It's awesome, dude. It's
I
great.
promised myself I was going to stay calm. Let me tell you this. This is what I did with the app the other night. I'm sitting on the couch with my daughter. She's at one end. She has a big couch. I'm in her house. She's at one, I'm at the other. And I send her the Ready, Set, Go video. I send her that, and she watches it and clicks off of it. And then I hold up my phone, and it says, McKenna watched 17%. McKenna went, Dad, that's cheating. That's not fair, right? And I'm like, no, sweetie, this is how I can know that I need to help you. Because I know you didn't just pay attention to one of the most important things a 20-year-old should know. You need glutathione for the rest of your life. Now, my daughter takes it every day, loves it, and she's even stealing mine. But the point is, the app systemizes what I believe is the greatest sale in network marketing, what we have. And this systemizes the whole thing, and we can give it for free. It's amazing. So Patrick, I'm lit up.
No, it's exciting, man. So just a reminder real quick, the easiest way for you guys to download it is go to your back office, go to the Ready, Set, Go banner, or type in get the Ready, Set, Go app. But either way, it'll take you to the same place. You can also scan this QR code if you're on right now. You can scan it and go to the exact same place, okay? Now, we have mentioned a couple times, and I do want you to know, look, for some of you, you're in the business, you're making money, you're going to find the big difference between the standard and the pro is activity tracking. You do want to know, and it's the one thing, listen, there's about $600 a month minimum in value in the standard version. In the pro version, because of the tracking, you're at over $1,000 a month, and it's $20, $19.95 a month. It's month to month. You can pay for the annual, and you're going to get a 2-month discount. So some of you already know, like, this makes sense. I'll just pay for the year. Great. What you're really going to get is the hot prospect algorithm, the activity log, full stats, and unlimited personal resources. In the standard version, you get 3 personal resources. In the pro version, you get unlimited. And there are more and more features that are coming in that pro version. So that's the big difference. Either one is fine, but just so you know, people will ask, and you'll click the hot prospect or the activity, and it'll say upgrade. Now, once you download the button, there is an upgrade button. You can click on that, and that's how you can upgrade the app. Stu, we're going to start trainings after your roadshow. By the way, I did not show that. I'll pull it up right now. Stu is about to go on. Yep.
Before that's awesome, because I want you to show this, but before you do, I want to tell them something else that happened. When you go to the page that sells you the app, basically, I said, Patrick, do we want to put that it's standard is free and pro version is $19.95 a month? He goes, no, Stu, don't worry about it. Get 100% of the people in for free, everybody. And then after they use it, they'll decide they'll fall in love with it and they'll decide. And I was like, okay, I just want to make sure we get enough users for the 1995. You don't even pay CTFO that 1995. It goes to Rapid Funnel, folks. Okay. It's not about that for any of us right now. What it's about is get people able to build their CTFO business. And when Patrick said, Stu, get 100% of people in for free, don't worry, like 25% will end up buying the pro system. It's okay. We're fine. We're fine. Don't worry about it. I was like, man, this guy's too good to be true. I mean, that's
No, but it's true. You
yeah.
create value, life rewards purpose. Look,
Mm.
the reason you're going to have repeat customers is because you created value. The reason you give 100% money back guarantee is because you know it works, right? It's the same thing. That's where Stu and I are on the same page. And so, what I do want to let you know, I didn't even show you this, but if I go to contacts, oh, I'm not sharing my screen.
And this is in the free version, everybody, with the calendar and stuff. Yeah, they need to see this.
If I go to contacts and I want to send this contact an event because I know this person is going to be in town. You see my screen, you see sometimes there's a delay on the screen. The app is liquid fast, right? But sometimes I got to plug it back in to get it to share. But you see all these green dots. These are events that are in your calendar right now, because on the 23rd, right, Stu is going to be in Dadeville, right? And it's going to be at 8 p.m. So I went to a prospect. I click on this event. This gets crazy. Just bear with this. Watch this. This is the event. I click on the button down at the bottom. I want to send this event to my prospect. And I sent the event to the prospect.
For free. For free. This is in the free version. Sorry.
When that prospect clicks on this event, it says, hey, please let Joe know whether you'll be able to attend. Now, Joe's the app user, right? So the app, I sent this to the prospect. They got it. They know I sent it to them because I said, hey, are you available next, whatever night? And they said, yeah, I think I'm available. I can make something work. And I send them this link. They click on the green button, say, I'll be there, right? They can RSVP. I didn't even know we set it up that way. They can RSVP to attend the event. Guys, the system, right? Let me put all my info in there. I hit submit. The system is now going to send me a task to follow up with them. It's going to put this in their calendar so they have a reminder, and it's got the location so they can click on it from their calendar to attend the event. Now I'm going to remind them it's in their calendar. The event location's right there. They know who the host is. It's all right there built into the platform.
So Patrick,
Yep.
I gotta just reiterate this. You guys, if you haven't got the free one tonight yet, get it right now. As soon as this is over in just a little bit, go into the event thing. And if you have people that live anywhere that I'm getting on a plane tomorrow. I won't even be home for 9 days. I'll be in Canada with Ted, meeting all of you and hanging out and doing live events almost every single night. You just go in the app, pick your person you want to go there that lives near there, send that to them. They can RSVP or whatever. I mean, it's all at the touch of a button, and it's free, everybody. And then I don't know if you caught this. And then Patrick said it'll send me something that they RSVP'd or whatever, but it'll also send me a reminder. It'll make it so that I remind them to come to the event. It'll put it on their calendar and remind them. What else could we ask for right now? I mean, this is nuts. That one feature alone, I'd pay $20 a month for, and it's free. Okay, I'm not selling. I'm just sharing. Okay, sorry. Back to you, Patrick.
No, it's awesome. We are all good. Look, there's so much more. You can't do it all on this call. We will launch these training events. They will be in the calendar. We'll make sure that you guys get coached up. And over the next, look, I wish I could tell you it's going to happen overnight. Your activity is going to increase overnight, but over the next 30, 60, 90 days, if you'll plug in and you'll teach it, you will see your checks. You will see the product go to market, the story get told much more often and much more effectively. And that's the heart and soul of the business too.
Okay, I appreciate everything you did tonight. I'm going to ask you to do one more thing, just one more thing. Pull the app back up, the phone back up real quick. I want to end on it. There was a lot of information on this tonight, and it lasted a pretty long time. I want to end on this one note. Everybody go get the free version. Okay, that's the main thing. But when Patrick pulls this back up, I'm just going to show you what took me just a couple minutes to learn, and it got me more excited than I think I've been in years about any of this stuff. Okay, this is the first page. When you go to the app, you'll see a video from me the first time you go there, and I'm welcoming you to the app saying, hey, you made it, you know, and all that stuff, right? It's kind of fun, just a little 30-second minute video, whatever. But once you're in the app, you've put in your ID number. There's a spot here where you put in your username or your ID number. It's that simple. Then everything goes to you and all that stuff, okay? So right there, see right there, those are the things you want to do. Put in your social media and stuff. Right there, CTFO username or ID number. Okay, so you'll put that in there. The setup's going to take you minutes, literally minutes. But what I want you to see is this: once it's set up, okay, go back to the home page, Patrick, real quick. And there's going to be tons of great trainings. We're going to make you super comfortable. But before you're even comfortable, you're going to be ready and excited to use this thing. Because right here, you'll click, and you don't have to do this yet, Patrick, but you'll click the orange button in the bottom middle and then click the wizard and either add one or you can add 5 people at a time. Whatever you want to do there, get some of your contacts in right from your phone. It autofills it all for you, okay? And then here's the thing. Now go back to the home screen real quick. This is what I want everybody to know tonight, okay? The resources button to the left of that orange button at the bottom, that resources button, that's when you send it and it doesn't track the videos per person, because that's when you can like text a bunch of people or put it all on social media or whatever. You don't know who's going to do what, okay? That's not the one that I'm going to suggest you go nuts with this week. The one that I'm going to suggest you go nuts with is after you put contacts in here, click on contacts, okay? Bottom left, he clicked on contacts, pick a contact, and it's this simple. Send resource or event invite right there. Play with these things in this contact and you're going to go, this is well thought out, super simple and easy, right? Now click on send a resource right here. Patrick, you can do that. And now you know the person. Do they want to hear about how to make money in the product, or do they want to just hear about the product? What is it, right? You pick whichever one of those pluses for that person. You're only going to pick one, okay? I'm going to say the money one right now. So click the plus, next opportunity, and then there's the steps. Invite, peak interest, follow up. Click on invite. Look how simple, everybody. When you click on invite, here's a curious message, and then see how it's A and B. So remember, preview, Patrick, the first one right there. If you could preview curious, this is all it is. It's a simple text that says, curious, have you heard of glutathione? Right? Hey, Patrick, have you heard of glutathione? Okay. They're going to go, what's that? That's what people do. Once they go, what's that? Then you send this next one, B. I have found a company, blah, 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 blah. Would you take a look? Once they say, yeah, I'll look, right? And then what's the next thing you do? Okay, you're done with invite now because they said, I don't know what glutathione is, blah, blah, blah. Then you're on step 2, peak interest. And you decide, send the Ready, Set, Go page with my video, send the Ready, Set, Go page with the other one, send the sizzle video. You guys preview all this stuff before you send it to your very first person. How should you preview it? Like Patrick said, put yourself in as the first contact and send yourself all this stuff. Because when you do, you're going to get lit up. You're going to be so pumped up and you're going to go, I know what the person that I'm sending it to is going to experience, and I know what I'm experiencing. This is magic. So just that's the main thing. Get the app, put in some contacts, and click on the contact and send them resources that way. I would say that's kind of like the main thing to do this week. Patrick, I don't know if you want to change that, but that's what I was feeling.
No, that's it. I think you're spot on. That's it. And get on the leaderboard, guys. Have some fun with it. You know, one of the things you can do on this leaderboard, just to kick this off, you probably have some team on some group chat or Facebook or whatever. Go to the leaderboard, click on the brag button in the top right-hand corner, and then share that page, right? So if I go down here and I just want to go down here and, where is it? Share a message just once. I'm going to go here. I'm going to share a message with, I'll share it with Adam. And I share the leaderboard. I'm right behind you. I'll be ahead in an hour. Right? I mean, have some fun. Like, get around
awesome.
with your team a little bit. Like, you know, create some contest, have some fun, get out there and start prospecting.
Okay.
That's it.
Man, Patrick, thank you so much. Thank you for squeezing us in the last 10 days and everything your team has done for us. April, I cannot thank you all enough. We appreciate it. Everybody have patience, give grace, find whatever you think is glitchy or whatever. I know they'll take care of it. I know we're in good hands. I know we'll be okay. And now that we have systemized Ready, Set, Go, let's spread Ready, Set, Go all over the world. I mean, it's time. And remember, everybody, it's free. You'll decide if you want to pay the $20 a month. I don't care if you ever do. I'm sorry, Patrick, but that's the truth. I know there's enough in the free one to change your lives right now building CTFO. But I also know this. This is the right time for this, everyone. Everything has come together for CTFO. You're here at the right time. Now it's all down to one thing. Exposures, exposures, exposures with the right follow-up, follow-up, follow-up. That's what we're giving you tonight. Okay. Ted, you want to share something real
I
quick?
just want to say, guys, the universe rewards swiftness. Think about what I just said. It's easier to build a business fast with purpose than giving something the proverbial try. Dig in, fumble and bumble. You don't know until you push buttons. I'm not the sharpest stick in the shed, let's be honest. And I figure things out by just pushing buttons. But have the intentions, make the declaration, say, look, I'm going to lead my organization, lead by example. The leaders lead, and energetically just set the intention. This is fantastic. A quick question: would this be available on Spanish? Is there a Spanish version potentially down the road for this?
The app itself is so easy to change in language.
Patrick, you got to show them. When you showed me this, it blew my mind. You got to show them real quick.
And then Ted, all we have to do is create the content. But if I go to more and I go to settings and I go to language and I go to Spanish.
Oh, wow. There you go.
So the app is now in Spanish. And in terms of the content, as soon as we load that content, it'll be under a separate group code. So I can add Spanish, all the resources in Spanish, if I wish to do that. Yes.
Evelyn Monroigan team, they got their hands. That's fantastic. Congratulations, everyone. This is a great moment for CTFO. I'm honored to be part of the leadership team in the field, and we're going to lead by example. We're going to have a lot of fun, and we're going to set some records here. So let's get ready, set, let's go.
Ted, thank you so much. Patrick, we have a bunch of Spanish stuff already. We'll talk about that. We all got to have one good night's sleep right now because none of us has slept for 10 days much. I mean, it's been crazy. I just want to say again, thank you from the bottom of my heart. I know you are a blessing for our company. We appreciate you and we're gonna make you proud. All right, everybody, thank you so much. This is the beginning of greatness. I'm gonna finish packing and hop on a plane tomorrow morning. Everybody in Canada, I'll see you over the next 9 days. We'll talk to you all soon. Thanks, everybody. Take care. God bless.